Don't be shy, 'cause life won't bring you down too far.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MCK Global. I feel like we're on a bit of a time scale because it may start pissing down with rain.
Yes.
Which is the least of your worries.
It started raining now. Small particles. Later on, 98% chance of rain, which is quite amusing because I said to my old man, 98% chance of rain later. He went, well, it ain't definitely going to rain then. That's him all over.
So,
look,
the fight is alright.
Well, at the moment, 0 wind. So you'd have to say that if it started raining, there is no way that the ring could get wet, right? Now, wind gets up, a couple of little cheeky bits of thunder and lightning, who knows? One thing guaranteed tonight, drama. Inside and outside the ring. Me and you, under the... Listen, I bought 80 fight camp umbrellas and we ain't got a chance to use them yet. So tonight, rain or no rain, me and you will be in the fight camp umbrella. Okay. Might even do a little giveaway for a fight camp umbrella as well.
Sounds absolutely great. Yeah, just run me through what fight actually really kind of tickles your balls.
I mean, that's a disgusting thing to say, KUGAN. I would never say anything like that, to be honest with you. There's so many of them. I mean, to be honest, when you've got a show like this, you know, you're a little bit Jack the Lad because you know, I think it's impossible that this show can't entertain tonight. Now, you may play that back later on when it's a stinker. But when you look at it, kick off at 7 p.m, John Dock against Anthony Fox. Anthony Fox, I mean, didn't have a lot to say, not particularly the full ticket, but one thing is, he's fucking hard as nails, mate. He can fight, he's got a couple of great wins, he's been robbed on the road. The Doc looks sensational, thinks he's a KO artist, thinks he can put everyone to sleep. He will have a right go, and they both will. They'll go absolutely at it for 8 rounds. Nav Mansour against Kieran Conway, really excited about as well. Listen, Rachel Bull against Shannon Courtney. Everyone is talking about it. The pressure's on Shannon unbelievably because they've backed Rachel Bull in from what, 4-1. She's favourite now in the fight. And the truth is, we don't know anything about Shannon Courtney, do we? I mean, I believe she's a great fighter, and if she is, she'll beat Rachel Bull. But I was watching Rachel Bull last night against Anders. Fuck me, she's a machine. She don't stop. Great jab. I mean, great engine. That is going to be a great fight. That's coming to you 8:15, 8:30. Zelfa Barrett against Eric Donovan. Probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. Eric Donovan has just talked the talk, mate, and he can really fight. But Zelfa Barrett, I believe, is special, and I think he's going to be a massive star in Manchester. And at the main event, Felix Cash against Wellborn. If Wellborn is up for this, and Errol Johnson assures me he is, this is going to be a fantastic war. But Wellborn has to get past those first 3 or 4 rounds. Because Cash comes out like a train, mate. He's razor sharp, carved out stone, punches very, very hard. It's going to be a great night, mate. 7 p.m, Sky Sports. Don't miss it. We're into week 3.
Okay. Do you trust me?
Go on.
No, do you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you close your eyes? No, but properly close your eyes. Right, I'm going to give you something, right?
Okay. Oh, I've got to put my hand out?
Yeah, put your hand out. Wait now. Hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
Wait.
I know what that is. Fuck me, it's an Eddie Hearn unofficial Dalton. Mate, I do look like Ross from Friends on that. Can I just, is that allowed? Because that has not had my approval, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but you're not.
I mean, I'll be looking to sign a major endorsement. Of course I'm not going to be a prick about it.
What do you reckon though? This is from David, I think it's David McGurk.
Well, I have to be honest.
Yeah, David McGurk, lightning bolt.
I'm over the moon with the hairline, right? I'm not over the moon with the hooter, but I'll take it, mate. Could be a lot worse.
You've had an action figure based on you. I mean, your life's complete.
This is amazing. I'm going to give that to my kids, actually.
But yeah,
they will
wanted
love
you to have it.
Thank
so
you,
I said
thank you,
I'd
sir.
help him get it to you.
Thank
so
you.
I did.
Thank you. Quite funny. Quite funny. Come on, motherfuckers. It says as well. There you go.
Yeah,
I'll be taking that home tonight. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Edward.
Yeah.
Right. Your card next week.
Yeah.
Let's be direct about this. How many fights are on the card?
We are announcing a heavyweight fight this evening or tomorrow morning. So at the moment, that, Cullen Chelly, Clay Congo, Taylor Pursoon, White Povetkin at the moment. So at the moment 5, most likely 6. The issue is we're going on air at 7, and I think we're going to struggle to get 6 in, but we'll try, and we'll probably have 6 fights.
Okay, so an interview went out with Alan Babbage yesterday, so we're assuming that Alan Babbage is part of this.
He's in a real great fight, but we have to just get the guy on the plane. I don't want to announce it till he lands. We've had approval from the government for a 7-day quarantine. It's a really good heavyweight fight. And that will probably kick us off. It's between Babbage and X or Chelly against Cullen to kick us off. Great fight. Listen,
Cullen,
let me tell you, when you're planning a card, when you kick off at 7 p.m, I want to give that first fight for me is so important because that's the one. That's the lube.
Tickler.
It's the lube, right? That's the one that's gonna grease you up for the night. Do you know what I mean? So that's what we're doing with that fight. But sorry, that was a bad example. But the heavyweight fight is great. Listen, Clay Congo is a fantastic fight as well. So I think you're going to get at least three brilliant fights before we go into the undisputed and then the interim heavyweight world championship or the diamond heavyweight world championship, whatever you want to call it. So cracking card next week, and can you believe that Dillian and Povetkin and Taylor Pursoon are fighting in there? I mean, you've had 2 out of 3 fight camps, right? And I can't believe that we're going to get fights of that size, of that magnitude here. It's going to be special. Wait till we've got plans next week, mate, production-wise. Fucking levels on levels.
What levels are...
Mate, levels on levels. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait for fight camp next Saturday. I'm buzzing, mate. I'm just buzzing. Oh, do you know what? I'm just buzzing on life at the minute. Are you?
do you know what? I fucking love fight camp.
Congratulations, mate. Little daughter on the way. Unbelievable times. Mate, life is great. Life is great. Do you know the great thing? You love fight camp, don't you?
I love
the
fight
bubble
camp.
down there. It's fantastic.
I do love fight camp.
But you know what? I just think I'm so pumped and so motivated at the moment. I am more motivated than I've ever been in my life. Do you know that? And that's 100% true. You know why? Because it's going to be so difficult to get back to where we were. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. Doesn't matter where you are in your life. It is going to be so difficult in the world we're living in now to get back to where we were before. And you know what? It's going to be even more difficult, borderline impossible, to get beyond where we were before. But how exciting is that? And if you've got the energy, if you've got the passion, we can rise like Phoenix from the ashes together. But only if you're up for it. Only if you've got the stomach for it. Only if you've got the drive, the passion, the determination, and the relentless work ethic. So if you're with me, we'll do it together. And we will get levels above where we were before. It's going to be so difficult. We're going to have to work harder than ever. But I am so fucking up for it. It's unbelievable.
Nice. Edward, Dillian Whyte.
Yes.
This is now for the diamond title.
Correct. First time in heavyweight history, actually.
Yeah. This was the belt. Just a bit of background, obviously.
This is the one they said, Tyson Fury, you're going to fight Dillian Whyte for the diamond belt. No, actually, I'll spin it back a bit. He actually said, Tyson Fury went, I'm not fighting Dillian Whyte for the silver belt. I'll tell you what, Maurizio Sulaiman, you make me against Dillian Whyte for the diamond belt, and it's on. So Maurizio went, all right then, and Tyson went, actually, I don't want to do that anymore. That's the truth of what happened. You can dress it up as you want. That is the truth, right? Okay, now it's on the line for the first time. So it's still the interim world heavyweight title, but also the diamond belt. It's the most important heavyweight fight this year by a mile. The winner of this fight, Alexander Povetkin, by the way, has just bowled in.
We have had Fury Wilder, by the way, this year.
Have we? Okay, yeah. Nah, this is bigger than that. Right, let me tell you something. Alexander Povetkin can bowl in and become mandatory just by winning this fight. Dillian Whyte's waited 1,000 days. So this is everything on the line. Maurizio Sulaiman has made it ultra clear. The winner of Fury against Wilder has to fight Dillian Whyte or Povetkin or vacate the belt.
Not necessarily February, though.
No, look, I mean, if they fight in December, we've always known February is unlikely, but we want to do that because I want to do the undisputed. And by the way, if Tyson Fury don't want to fight Dillian Whyte, I've already talked to AJ. But AJ wants the WBC world title. He wants to be the undisputed champion. So whoever has the WBC world title will be fighting AJ. So if Fury wants to vacate and Dillian Whyte fights 1v2 for the title, he can fight AJ for undisputed.
What's the crack here next week? Because Joshua's coming, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So what are these comments like Joshua's made about Dillian? Like, no?
What?
Well, he said, didn't Dillian say he...
I think they both said they'll slap each other or
Slap
something like
each
that. Yeah,
other.
but Josh is in there. Dillian's over there. Josh won't be able to get through there because he's not in the bubble. So he's out of the way. We don't want them rolling around together, but we'll see. I mean, next week you've got Dillian Whyte, Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua here within 20 feet of each other.
So
God
this is a
knows.
show where Joshua will be...
So this is a Sky presentation area,
Yes.
outside of the 5 metre
Yep.
bubble, if you like. And of course here is where Alexander Povetkin and Dillian Whyte will be. Mate, it's going to be a mental week. I'm on the phone today. My day today, just so people think that I just swan around and, you know, flying here and flying there. Do you know what I've been doing today?
Go.
I've been haggling with private jet traders to get Dillian Whyte a plane to fly him in from Faro on Tuesday. But my best job of the day has been haggling with Winnebago and motorhome rental companies. Me, by the way,
Yeah.
trying to get a good deal to bring a motorhome into the bubble next week.
For Dillian Whyte
Yes.
and his team.
Yes.
How's that even going to work?
So we're going to bolt, you know where the car park is at
Yeah.
the back, where we've all got boarded off and protected? We'll stick it there and bolt it onto the hotel. And they'll be allowed in there in the same area as everyone else.
So will you be allowed in the Winnebago?
Yes, if I'm in the bubble, because it will be in the bubble, yeah.
Right. So why does he want that then?
Because he wants cooking facilities.
Right.
So he may stay in the hotel, and we'll extend that area out to everybody else. And you know, we've got the areas out the back now. I've got major concerns about him, but like they've told me again today, Ed, I'm telling you now, if Dillian crosses with Povetkin in the corridor, how big is the corridor? From here to you, right?
So if me and you are walking past each other,
You
we
have
can't.
to go like that.
Yes, correct.
Right. He said, you can't let it happen. So for the safety of boxers next week, we need to keep them separated. All the week so far, you've been down there. You know, fighters crossing each other all the time. Good luck, mate. Good luck, mate. Might even play a bit of football, bit of cricket. Wow, what an opportunity. This is different, mate. This is everything. This is to become mandatory for the world heavyweight title. And Dillian Whyte is a bad motherfucker. And if he sees Povetkin on fight week, I'm not saying he's going to walk up to him and just chin him, but you are good. Something like, it's just, you know, because he doesn't want to be around that environment. He don't want to be friendly. Hi, mate. How are you? Fuck that. He wants to be fed raw meat next week and fucking prepared for war. Friendly. Oh, mate, yeah, good luck on Saturday. So he don't want to be in that environment. You know, he doesn't want to be walking past Povetkin. Hi, mate, how are you? Good luck Saturday. He wants to rip his head off, clean. And by the way, Taylor Bassoon's icy as fuck as well. They can't stand each other.
She's arrived today.
Taylor's here,
Taylor's here.
and Bassoon and Povetkin arrive tomorrow morning.
So, all right, let's just play this out. Dillian beats Povetkin.
Well, you know what's going to happen.
He's gonna call to Joshua.
Yeah, he's
100%.
going to go on there and he's going to go, you fucking wah wah wah. Josh is going to go, yeah, blah blah blah. You know them both. I mean, they're not going to go, all right, mate, leave it. Once it's on, it's on. You know what I mean?
What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be in the middle going, lads, yeah. Let's get paid for it. Do it in a ring, yeah. No, I'm just going to go, listen, boys, they're not going to get in contact with each other, but it's going to be double fiery. But we love double fiery, don't we?
Eddie,
Hi, mate.
going from comments by Frank and Tyson Fury over the last week, is there doubts that Frank wants Fury to fight this year? But it might be against Wilder.
Frank would want the most, to make the most money out of the situation. Understandably so. So he wants to do the Joshua fight, right? I'm saying, he made a comment, he said, if Wilder ain't ready this year, we're fighting someone else. So what we're saying is, If you're fighting someone else, and Dillian Whyte is your mandatory, and the whole world wants to see it, why wouldn't you fight Dillian Whyte? That's the question. I think Adam Smith asked him a question that's coming out on an interview. That's all we're saying. Like, he is your mandatory. You have to fight him, and you want to fight someone else. So why wouldn't you fight him? Now look, we have to see what happens with Wilder as well. But there's not going to be any escape. Do you know what I mean? So you either have to vacate the title or fight Dillian Whyte if he beats Povetkin. Or you could end up fighting Joshua for not the undisputed, but just vacating and fighting Joshua. Listen, maybe that happens as well. Maybe Dillian Whyte gets a shot at the vacant world title. But Joshua wants to win the WBC world title. You get me?
But it's confusing if he vacates.
It's incredibly confusing. Does he get the same deal if he vacates? He's no longer a world champion.
True.
It's a voluntary defence.
Don't know how much legs that's got. But nothing's possible without him beating...
No, listen. Next week is so big because we're going to find out a lot in this whole heavyweight jigsaw.
Dave Allen, what was the situation regarding him?
Nothing. I spoke to him. We were looking to do something with him, trying to get him on the card. It didn't play out, so yeah, that's it.
So is he going to feature on?
Yeah, I'll speak to MTK and see, what the situation is. Still like to do Hughie Fury against Dave Allen, to be honest. Quite like Fabio Wardley against Dave Allen as well. But I think Dave wants a big fight. Looks to be training hard, looks really happy, so I want to try and make something happen.
And Bakoli will feature in September.
Yes, I want to make the Bakoli-Kuzmin fight. I think it's the right fight, and once I couldn't make that fight, and the guy who Babic is fighting, we made an offer to Bakoli for him to fight him. The money didn't work out, so we'll just stick to Kuzmin.
Is David Price still in anyone's plans? Have you spoke to Pricey?
He's always got a fight for Pricey, but I don't think he's looking for one at the moment. Haven't heard from him for a while, to be fair. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Pricey.
I was talking to Simsy earlier.
Oh, mate, yeah.
Tony Simsy.
Red Pricey? Yeah, again, Simsy? Yeah, I was in the bubble, and I know a few fighters I do. Pricey, Simsy, a couple of others, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I was talking to Tony Sims, sorry. Simsy. He was talking a lot about why aren't you sticking in Ryder with a Billy Joel or a Callum Smith?
Because both of those guys want to fight for a unified fight or a mega fight. That's why.
So, alright, so what have you got for John Ryder at the moment?
John Ryder, I think, will fight a final eliminator for the WBA world title, possibly against Fedor Chudinov.
Okay.
So I'd like to make that fight. Danny Jacobs' fight might be there as well. Been speaking to Danny Jacobs about that fight yesterday, or Keith Connolly. Spoke about John Ryder fight yesterday. John Ryder, Billy Joe can work. Listen, maybe Callum Smith rematches John Ryder, but I'm just telling you what they want to do. As you know, they want to fight. They want to be in career-defining fights now because they feel like otherwise we could miss the boat. Career-defining fights right now are very difficult to make, but we shall do our best and see how it all plays out.
What date is Canelo fighting now then?
Undecided, as far as I know.
It's not the 12th, obviously.
No, but it's also not. I say it's not my business. It's not my business in the respect of hopefully we get to be in the other corner, but it's up to them to work out when they're going to fight. I'll guess October, November.
But if it's later on in the year, does that put Billy Joe back in the running or not?
Possibly. Who knows?
Garcia, Campbell, latest?
We've just drafted the contract. It'll go to Golden Boy this evening.
It's not going to happen here though, is it?
I want it to happen in the UK. It's a big fight. End of November time. But also, we need to start getting people back through the door because it's a very expensive fight.
Bit of good news on that front.
Yes, we got our snooker World Championship finals approved to have a gate. So we worked really hard with the government. They approved the snooker as a test event. We did one day, sold the whole thing out, and then they pulled the plug and said you can't have crowds anymore. Kicked us in the bollocks, cost us an absolute fortune. Now they've come back, a week, 10 days later and said, okay, if you want to do the final, let's use that as a test event. Great news. That's now been done. And then we move towards crowds. We're going to apply to the government for a pilot for boxing in September. And I think October we will start returning to crowds. Now, to what capacity? I spoke to David Hay the other day on Usyk Chisora. We need to be able to drive a significant gate on the basis of the purses for that fight. But we don't know. It's just the uncertainty.
Same with AJ and Pulev as well.
AJ and Pulev's December. So again, subject to a second wave or anything like that, you'd hope we can have a full O2 or be on the way to. Do you know what I mean? But everything depends on day-by-day stuff. It's just very difficult to plan something at the moment, like Garcia Campbell, like Usyk Chisora, when you are reliant on a gate. But certainly the last 48 hours have brought us some very positive news in that respect.
You've got a show tomorrow night, which is
Tulsa.
not on Sky.
No.
So people in the UK basically can't watch it.
No, it's being beta tested to DAZN sort of staff and customers and stuff like that. So it's not officially broadcast in the UK. It'll be shown probably at a later date as well. Yeah, great fight. Undisputed welterweight championship. I think they're going to have an absolute tear up. Listen, I'll tell you another great fight on that card is Madrimov against Walker. Final eliminator for the WBA world title. Really tough test for Madrimov. We're going to find out what he's all about. Giasov on that card, a Barbie, fooled and gutted that Mark Castro tested positive for COVID on his pro debut. I mean, he was supposed to debut on April the 17th, went away, obviously that got cancelled, worked his nuts off, and everybody gets tested before they travel. In America, obviously with the cases, we've employed a full-time doctor to work on our shows now, and it's so strict, like you get tested before you fly, then you arrive and you have to quarantine, I think, for 72 hours before you get tested, just in case you caught it in your travels. And he got tested, and him and his dad both tested positive for COVID. So gutted for him, but all part of the journey, and he will be back.
So you can't even watch tomorrow?
I'll be watching.
Okay. The next question is how?
Through the DAZN beta test.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Stick with it, mate.
Can you send me the DAZN beta test? Okay. This is going to be a...
Yeah, it's going to be a great night tonight. Yeah. You're going to get this interview out now?
I am.
Drive a few punters.
Yeah, drive a few.
If you are watching this video, it's very important that you tune in and watch Fight Camp tonight, because I truly believe this will be the best all-round show of the 3 we've had so far.
Are you going to do another Fight Camp?
Fight Camp's gone through the roof. We've had approaches from other countries to stage Fight Camps in their country. So as a brand, we have the option now to extend Fight Camp into September or to go somewhere else. So we could keep this up.
What, really?
Yes, but my gut feeling is it's been such a huge success. If tonight and next week is as good as I believe it will be, I think we should just go wallop. Fight Camp's been done. We'll see you next year. Because I've got plans in September to go to some seriously horny places.
Are you doing a heavyweight thing?
I've got all sorts of plans, mate. I can't tell you this information.
Just finally, before we go, I just want to say congratulations really to you as well.
Where are you going with this?
No, I'm not. Big news yesterday.
Oh.
Like, Bubble Trouble's actually smashing
Terrible.
It actually isn't bad.
Yeah, but it's not really doing any views.
No,
20,000, 25,000.
That's because it's not on IFL.
That's true.
But
that is true.
why don't you lend us next week's episode?
I'll do that. Next week's Bubble Trouble.
Which I'm on.
You are. Me and you will host next week, right?
Host it.
Dual broadcast.
Yes.
Major play.
I actually like Bubble Trouble though, because you're
It's
so
quite
goofy
amusing.
in it and a bit divvy
Yeah.
in it. You're a bit like, hey. But you don't know.
Goofy and divvy. Goofy and divvy are 2 words I've never been called
Alright,
before.
but you know where you don't really know what
No,
you're going to
it's
come out
awful.
with? It
That's
ain't
just-
awful. I think there's
Yeah.
legs in it.
But the
we're-
bigot, go on.
So we're allowed to use.
Yeah. Dual broadcast next week. Okay.
So I'm hosting it with you.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll bring someone in, for the quizzes and stuff like that. Other massive news: Matchroom boxing T-shirts are now officially on sale. Guess how many we sold yesterday?
I bought one on eBay the other day.
Mate, this is why I've gone on sale with them. I wasn't going to sell them. I've looked on eBay. Mate, they've sold thousands on eBay. We sold over 1,000 from last night on sale to about 2 hours ago. Mate, I'm telling you.
You've sold 1,000?
Yes, over 1,000. I'll show you. Speak to Hammer Time. Why did you sound like that?
What, in a few days? I didn't even know it was on sale till yesterday.
How strong the brand is, mate.
You should have had your
Got
own
my own
t-shirts
fucking
done.
doll. Don't mug me off.
Shout out David for the doll. All right, Eddie, well, hopefully we have a great show tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to rain. I'm sure we're going to get some fun of the lightning. But I'm sure you at home are going to be unbelievably entertained by the spectacle we have at Fight Week 3 here at Fight Camp. Unquestionably, the greatest project to emerge from lockdown across any sport. Once again, raising the bar for your entertainment. Don't miss it. If you're watching this from the UK, of course, Sky Sports live 7 PM across Sky Sports Main Event, Sky Sports Action, and Sky Sports Mix as well. If you're in America, tune in on DAZN or other platforms globally around. Hi guys, just selling a show tonight. You know, no paparazzi. In DAZN's markets as well, live tonight. Just enjoy yourself. Be happy. Be happy. I'll tell you something. Get out and do some exercise. Because I've been exercising lately and I feel unstoppable. Yes, I look great as well, but that's not the key. How you feel inside. And right now, my zen is on another level.
Do you know what Chisora told me the other
What?
day? Chisora said to me, only real men produce girls.
Well, there you go.
No, that's what he
I've
said
got
to
2
me.
of them. You got 1.
Chisora's got some as well.
I think that's what they say when you don't get a son and you're sort of trying to make yourself feel better.
A few people have told me that, honestly.
Listen.
Either way, Edward, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. We'll catch up with you after the show.
Cheers, guys. I seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I love you all.